Hello guys and welcome to Tech Radar. So today we'll be learning about Flutter. So before learning it, what is Flutter? Actually Flutter is an open source user interface software development kit, and don't be confused by these terms. Open source means everybody can use it, and it has got a very useful community base, and it's actually created by Google. It is used to develop applications for Android, iOS, Windows, Mac, Linux, Google Futsai, and web. And the most beautiful part is that we can develop these applications using a single code base. So pretty much useful, isn't it? And why should we learn Flutter? Like, we know what is it and why is it so useful, but why Flutter? We have got React as well, and we have got other various cross-platform application building standard development kit. So let's know about it as well. The first thing is that it's Google's SDK. So when it comes to application development, then Google is the best. So it is responsible for the support and maintenance of this Flutter community. So that means it's pretty much straightforward about its maintenance, and the updates will be available as soon as new launches occurs either in Android, iOS, or other softwares. Plus, it's a multi-platform portability, allows us to launch the applications using a single code base for iOS, Android, web, and many more. Also, faster app development is possible with its hot reloading feature, which will come later, and its multiple IDE support. That means you can use the standard development kit in Android Studio, in Visual Studio, and whichever IDE that suits you the best. But in this course, we'll be using Android Studio. That's great, isn't it? So now, how can you get started with this Flutter SDK? So all you need to do is go to your favorite web browser and just type Flutter over there in this manner. So right now it gets promoted to the actual page, but if you just type Flutter in this way, like just Flutter, then you can see these two websites over here. Just click on any of them. All right. So once you do that, you will be promoted to this page where it's written design beautiful apps and so on. But we're interested in downloading this SDK. We have already had enough with the introduction. So just go down below and you can see this button which says get started. Click it and you'll be promoted to another page in which you can choose your operating system. So if you're on Mac OS, just click this link. If you're on Linux, click this link, and if you're on Windows, click this link. For now, I'm on Windows, so I'll just go ahead and click this link. Once you do that, you will just see you're promoted to Windows install page. Alright, just go down below and you will see this stable zip file. Go ahead and click it, and then your download begins. For now, I've already downloaded the page, so once the download completes, you'll be able to see this option which says show in folder. Just go ahead and click it. So once you click that folder, you'll be able to see the zip file which you have downloaded. So just go ahead and cut this. All right, so now go to your local disk C, which is here, and paste it over here. It shows like you need permission, and just click continue, yes, and then the zip file will be over here. All right, so now all you need to do is right click on the zip file and press this option right here so that you will get the zip file installed with this folder named Flutter. That's all you need to do. And now this zip file is no longer needed, so I'll just go ahead and delete it. So once you do that, what's the next step? So once you're done with this Flutter, all you need to do is you need to download IDE that's called Android Studio. All right, and downloading and installing Android Studio is pretty much straightforward. You just need to go to the Android Studio's official website in this way. All right, and once you do that, I'm really sorry for this because my internet connection is a bit slower. So once you do this, you'll find this option called Download Android Studio. All right, so just go ahead and download this in this way. I've read the agreements. Download Android Studio for Windows, and once the download completes, all you need to do is run this installer and just go ahead and follow along the steps, and you'll be fine with it. All right, but right now I've already installed the Android Studio, so I'll just skip this step and we will just go to our first Flutter application. So for that, let's go ahead and open our Android Studio, which is right over here, and it will take a bit of time, like when you first install the Android Studio, but don't worry about it. Once the IDE gets installed, you'll be good to go. All right, so here it goes. So once your Android Studio starts, you'll see this option, which is start a new Android Studio project. You won't be seeing this option, so don't worry about that. I'll come to it later. So just press this option, and once you do that, you'll be promoted to this page. So for now, just go to empty activity, press next, and then just give a name to your application. For now, like we're not starting anything, so we'll just say Flutter. That's it, and then just go ahead and click finish for now. So once the process completes, you'll be promoted to a lot of updates and so on. So once it's done, you'll be able to find this page right here. All right, so don't worry about these things. We'll come to it later on, but for now, just go to your file over here and just go to settings. All right, and once you get here, you'll find another option named plugins. Click over there and just go ahead and search for Flutter. All right, so once you search for Flutter, you will find this one, which is 4.6 flutter.deb, 5.2 million downloads. All you need to do is just go ahead and install this. All right, you can already see, like, I have already installed this, so I don't need to do that. But once you install it, and once it gets installed, you will be promoted with an option that says restart your IDE. But even if the install completes and you won't get that option, just go ahead and close your Android Studio. All right, so for that, you can just go to file and close project in this way. And once you do that, now you'll be able to see the option that says start a new Flutter project. So that's all we need. So now go ahead and click that option. So once you see that, you'll be promoted to these pages right here. But for now, we're not creating plugin, package, or module, but we'll be creating a Flutter application. So go ahead and select that, press next, and give a name to your Flutter app. So for now, we'll just give it name project 1. All right, so before that, just you need to remember something, that is, like, while naming the project, just start with a lowercase letter. So that'll be pretty much good. All right, because all the Flutter projects will be starting with a lowercase letter. So now all you need to do is install the SDK. So for that, you will see 3 dots over here. Go ahead and click that. Now you will see this one. Now previously you have already installed this Flutter on your C. All right, so I'll just go to C, just choose that option, press OK, and it's all done. So that's easy. All right, so now just go ahead and press next, and now this is your package name. Like if you have a website, then you need to write your website, but for now we're just practicing, so just go ahead and leave it whatever it is over here. All right, so now we will press this finish button, So once you do that, the Flutter will start creating the project for you. All right, it's doing a lot of work in the background, so it will take a while in the first, but don't worry, once the process completes, you'll be good to go. Well, with that, congratulations, you're on your first Flutter project. So this is what it looks like, and you are already promoted to this main.dart page. All right, so in order to find where that page is, you just need to see it in the library. All right, under your project panel, you'll see this option of this one, and there's something known as lib, that's library, and you can see this main.dart file. All right, so for now, all you need to know is this one, and don't worry with this lengthy code that you see here. So the first work of ours will be to display our name. For example, mine is Tech Radar, so I'll just go ahead and create the program that will just display my name. Okay, so in order to do that, just go ahead and delete all these things. Okay, it's pretty much easy. So now your first step will be to import the package that is material.dart. I mean, this package allows you to insert various widgets. So what do you mean by widgets? They're simply the texts or pretty much everything whatever you see on the screen. All right, so now what you need to do is you need to create your main function through which your program starts. So for that, let's go ahead and create void main, and then here we go. So this is the starting point of your program. So for that, what you need to do is you need to run the app. Why should you do that? Because we are running the app, that's why. So let's go ahead and type run app in this way. All right, so our app is actually a material app. That means everything we see on the screen is a material, I mean a widget. So let's go ahead and type material app in this manner. All right, so once you do that, just go ahead and give one more small braces, and then the first page we're going to create is a home page. All right, it's a home page. So now all you're going to do is display your name. So let's go ahead and give a function name. So we are naming this function name. All right, so it's some error, but don't worry about that because we have not created this function called name. So what is a function? A function is simply a small piece of code that executes the instructions that you have fed in. All right, so don't worry about that. So for now, just type something known as stful and then press enter. So this will create something known as stateful widget. So what is a stateful widget? We'll come to it later on, but for now, let's go ahead and copy the same thing that you have given over, that's called your name, which you have defined over here. All right, so with this done, you're pretty much ready to go. So now our work is only to display something on the screen that shows our name. So in order to do that, all you need to do is replace this container with something known as a scaffold. So what is scaffold? This scaffold is a widget. All right, so this simply is a collection of widgets that helps you to do pretty much anything on the screen. If you're confused till now, then no need to worry, because when you're confused, you will have the urgency to learn it. So for now, don't bother about trying to know like what this stateful widget is or what these things are, but just focus on what we are doing right now. All we are doing is we're just trying to display our name on the screen of our app. So before that, we need to know something like, first of all, the scaffold widget has two features. The first one is known as app bar. So this app bar is a feature, and this is actually a widget. So inside this app bar, we're going to have something known as title. All right, so what do you mean by app bar? So let me introduce to that. So this white portion over here is your app bar. This entire white portion is your app bar. All right, and the portion that is down below in this red color, this one right here, so this is actually the body of the app. All right, so now don't be confused, and don't mind my handwriting. So it's actually body. All right, so now let's go ahead with our program. So now let's give it title. So first is a text widget. This text widget actually displays whatever you write here on your app. So it's pretty much simple, right? So for this text widget, let's go ahead and type, we're just going to type name, because this app is going to display our name over there. All right. And now down below, which is the body of our app. All right. So in our body of our app, we're just going to display a text that actually displays our name, which in my case is Take Radar. So this is it. All right. So we're done with this app, but the problem is over here. So we need to run the app, but we don't have a virtual device known as emulator over here. So what can we do for that? I mean, the easiest possible solution is finding something known as Genymotion. It's actually a virtual device that allows you to test your app more faster. So for now, just go ahead and type get started free, which is over here. And once you do that, you just need to fill in all these details and you need to download this Genymotion emulator. So once you download this Genymotion emulator, what you need to do is you need to go to your file back in your Android Studio. Just go to file, and in your file you will see something known as settings. All right. So once your setting panel opens, then you just need to go to your plugins and you need to find something known as Geny. I think it's Genymotion, Genymotion, Genymotion. So this is the plugin that we need to install, but in my case I've already done that, but you just need to install this Genymotion. All right. So once this gets installed, you need to restart your Android Studio. Okay. So once you do that, let's go ahead and do that. In my case, I've already done that. So just go ahead and open your Genymotion emulator. So once you do that, you just need to create a new virtual device. All right. So you can easily be able to do that by clicking this button right here, and you can custom any of the phones by clicking it in this way and then just clicking next and just install it. But in my case, I've already done that, so I'm just going to start the emulator, and it will take a bit of time. And once your emulator starts, all you need to do is just go back to your Android Studio projects, and in this panel right here, you'll be able to see the Google Nexus 7 mobile, which you have started right here. So all I need to do is press this run button right here, and your application will start to assemble the files so that it can run in the emulator. It will take a while in the first, but don't worry, once it's done, you'll be good to go. So once this process completes, you'll be able to see your application right here. Beautiful, isn't it? So this is the thing that you have done. So let's compare it. So this app bar right here, over here, which you can see, this app bar is presented over here. This name, text name, is displayed over here, and in your body part, this Take Radar is over here. All right. So this much for today, and if you face any difficulties, then you can simply search for your problems and find the solution on Google. All right. And you can also mention your problems in the comment section down below so that I'll be able to solve it for you. Thank you.